The baker take me to motherfucking McDonald's and I'm happy. Like I'm married
Don't try
at this
me.
point.
I still been plotting on the low, scheming on the low. The farthest thing from
So y'all, I wanted to talk to you guys. First of all, let me tell you how, girl, I talked about that tomorrow, child. But anyways, let's talk about these lists. Okay? So a couple of weeks ago, I don't even think I said anything on the vlog, but a couple of weeks ago, this girl went out with this boy. They was on their first date. Went out with this boy to Cheesecake Factory. And she was like, I'm not going to Cheesecake Factory. That's not a place where a first date should be at. Or whatnot. So ever since then, that's been the topic or whatever. And at this point, it has been came out like multiple lists of places you shouldn't take a woman for the first date. Another list where, well, man, I need to ask the hubby, but he been keeping up with this more than I have, because to me it's pointless. I'm married. The baker take me to motherfucking McDonald's and I'm happy. Like I'm married
Don't try
at this
me.
point. So
we ain't going no damn McDonald's.
So I don't care about lists or whatever, because I don't think it pertains to me. You know what I'm saying? So, but the hubby be keeping up with that because he like podcasts and he like relationship conversations. You guys know that. So what are the lists? So I know in the list of the first dates, you can't. They say you shouldn't take a girl to Applebee's.
Yeah.
To the club. Did they say the club or lounge?
Hookah lounge. Or a bar for drinks.
A bar.
Just for drinks, some shit.
Nowhere driving distance or too long of a driving distance. I know I seen that.
No bowling.
No bowling.
No movies.
No movies.
No Netflix and chill.
No Netflix and chill. And some of those I kind of agree with, because I was telling the hubby, when I used to date, when I was dating, dudes would be like, oh, can I come over? Or can you come over? And it'd be like our first date. And I'd be like, I didn't like that when I was dating, because first of all, I'm trying to get to know you. You know, if I go over there or you come over here, you know what you're going to try to do. So I agree with no at home shit, no Netflix and chill or whatever. It was something that I didn't agree with, because I'm like, some places, like me and the hubby, our first official date, like our date when we was on the talking stage, we went to this thing called the Landing. It's like Bayside in Miami. It's pretty much, they have different shops, and it's normally a waterfront or something like that.
That's a nice first date though. See?
But that was on the list, kind of, sort of, right?
No, it wasn't. They ain't say nothing about no river walks and the beach.
Well, I guess so. But it was certain things that
that
has been.
I didn't even know that look, and I was creative out the box.
But listen, you said something the other day, like on the list that the guys said for the guys. What the guys said, like what guys shouldn't do on a first date. What was on that list?
I think it was what is the type of women men shouldn't date or something? I think it was the one. You
were saying something about the kids and this.
Yeah,
and that. They
made a list with the list of women that you shouldn't date. Take on a date. Women who got single mothers, divorced women, women with tattoos, women with an IG, stuff like that.
Okay.
I
know it was a list that was on you that had something, and it would have took you off, and then there was a list that had something about me, and it would have took me off or something like that. But we was like, those lists is unrealistic, because it's like people that you like gonna be on that list, and it doesn't mean you and that person not gonna work out.
Right,
like based off the list, me and him would have been marked off those lists.
I did a little thing to do. I never posted it, like a versus. See, look, when women shouldn't take a 28 member. Cheesecake Factory, right? We can read them, and then look, that's the list what men shouldn't do. Look, he has 16.
Okay, so the list is a group of women came up with a list of places they won't go to on the first date. Cheesecake Factory, Applebee's, Chili, Chipotle, Olive Garden, the movies, Your House, any fast food chain, Buffalo Wings, Wingstop, Red Lobster, a buffet, IHOP, Denny's, the gym, church, Starbucks, coffee dates, ice cream dates, family functions, movie night, someone that requires you to drive long, bowling, nightclubs, hookah bar,
Oh yeah,
a
nightclubs.
bar for drinks, Waffle House, and sports events.
The beach is a good one.
But the beach not on here.
No, I'm saying, but long distance. The beach is a long distance. Think about it. Women fucking up a drive to a long distance.
Right. And these are the type of women that a man should not take on a date.
Yeah.
Single mothers, women with a lot of tattoos, women that dress provocatively, sex workers, Instagram models, bottle girls, escorts, women with large social media following, women with purple hair, women with promiscuous friends,
Those are all the attractive women. It's all the
women
sex workers.
who travel alone regularly,
That's a good
women that drinks a lot, women without fathers, women who party every weekend, women who was previously married, plus size, unhealthy women, women on dating apps, and women that's been divorces. So, like this list, I think it have some good ones and some bad ones. I think, like I said, on a first date, you should not be inviting no woman to your house. You shouldn't be going to no. I like hookah bars. I don't know. I could do a hookah bar, but I don't think it should be a first date, because the first date, you want to talk to the person. You want to get to know them.
So a brunch.
Yeah, brunch is not on here. Like the Starbucks for a first date, or coffee or ice cream, I think that's a good place, because you can sit down, you can have a little bit of food, and you can talk to the person.
I said,
I love Cheesecake Factory.
It was the landing. You gotta do something
Olive
outside
Garden,
the box.
I like that.
You gotta be outside the box.
Family functions, I agree. You should not be meeting everybody's family on no first date, okay? Somewhere that requires long drives, I disagree, because it goes back. Like, to go to the beach here in Jacksonville is a 40-minute drive. So, I mean, if y'all out having fun, and I think going to drinks and stuff like that shouldn't be bad either, because if you meet at the beach and there's bars there, you could talk for an hour or two on the beach. And you go to
when we
a
met, what we
bar.
did. We talked on the beach and what we did.
Yeah, we actually met on the beach.
Right.
So, but that's where we met. That wasn't our first date.
Yeah, but then we met there, and then what we started doing? Just talking that day.
Right.
Started,
All right.
Went back in the bag.
Right.
Smash.
So the women that you shouldn't take out on dates. And then this was the one that we was talking about, like single mothers. When you met me, I was a single mom.
Yeah.
Women that men shouldn't date. Single mothers. I don't have a lot of tattoos, but I have quite a few tattoos. Now, the sex workers, I agree. Like, if you're not, I feel like if a man is not in that lifestyle, you have to be just like women. To date a rapper, you have to be in a certain lifestyle. You have to understand that lifestyle.
Right.
And I feel like there's mans, I don't met mans, you have dated strippers and stuff like that. You got to understand that lifestyle. It's not for the weak. Bottle girls, I don't know.
Talk to, so I don't know about dating.
But, I mean, dating women that's in a sex...
Yeah, but I know what you're talking about, yeah.
Is you know...
It's different, yeah. You got to be thick-skinned, because they touching niggas every second.
Right. It's not for the weak.
And they see stuff different. They see like, oh yeah, I give them a little hand job. Like, I'm getting this like they different. They
right,
way different.
Right.
Yeah, you got to be like.
So will you say that's somebody you shouldn't date at all, or that's somebody you got to kind of understand their lifestyle?
Them women, I know them women probably gonna feel the type of way. Them fun women. Them the women you just have fun with.
Right.
Them not the ones you settle down with.
Right.
You should never make no. I know it's gonna sound crazy. You're gonna be controversial saying this, but. You shouldn't be in a serious relationship with no stripper.
Damn.
That shows you what type of man you are. If you a man truly like there's no, you know how everything now with high value and all that. What's the term we need to use? I know. They in the gutter. High caliber.
Right.
High value means what? What value mean? Money, price. But caliber means.
I'm gonna come back, y'all.
I'm about to say that everybody doing that nigga.
Yeah, y'all. So strippers is one of those things that you gotta kind of understand. What was the other stuff on the list, babe?
That Keith nigga.
So, okay. Purple hair, child. I used to have purple hair. What the hell?
They trying to be funny, like different.
Right. Now, travel alone regularly. I could kind of get that. Who drinks a lot. Now, this is the one I want to get to. Women without fathers. Now, come on now. Now y'all know a lot of y'all dudes be around here with father issues.
You know what I'm saying? But you get that one right. Because a woman without a father, that means most women who don't have father means what? They don't respect men. And that's the biggest problem in the black community is what? Black women not respecting men, and then what? Black men not what? Taking black women valuable, or they feel like they're not protected. So that's the...
I get what's the problem, but my thing is we all suffer of being fatherless, men and women. Just like men's that are without a father, what they got to do? They have to learn how to be men. They don't even know how to be men till they women because they was without a father.
Right.
And a woman don't know how to be a woman to a man because they was without a father. So those one of those things that we have to break in a generational curse. That's a generational curse thing. That's not one of those things.
Due to what?
Due
Slavery.
to society, due to slavery. So my thing is that goes deeper than just what you shouldn't date type stuff. That, in my opinion, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. That's I'm like, come on now. That's kind of a hard one because we all fucked up on that one. Previously married, I could kind of get that. Plus size, unhealthy women. The men have to be healthy too. I feel like we're not even taught how to eat right.
Man, you know it's obviously from this list from people. It's on both sides slanting.
Right.
It's like the perfect people making these lists. Like
right.
Cause yeah, you can't be unhealthy talking about you want a healthy person. You can't talk about you short want a short. My biggest thing is the women who be talking about they want a man who make 100,000 and they only make 25. Like it's only the broke women who saying that. It's none of the women who making 80, 90 talking about I need a guy.
Right. Yeah, that right there is one of those things that I don't even understand because true enough, even when I was dating, yes, I wanted a person to make as much as me, a little bit higher than me. And the only reason I would say I want a man to make more than me, only because I expect my man to date me. And you can't make the same thing as me, have the same bills as me, and date me. That's just not realistic in my opinion.
Say it again.
You can't make the same as me and have the same bills as me. Like say for example, you have your own house, your car, you got children, whatever the case may be, and then expect to date me. That's gonna be hard on that man. So for me to feel comfortable enough as a woman to know that, okay, you could date me, you could court me, I'm going to expect you to make a little bit more than me. Because if we both making $15 an hour and I know my money is tight, how am I going to expect you to take me on dates and stuff like that if I know your money is tight? I'm not going to feel good as a woman, period.
So y'all do creative dates. Right? Creative.
Yeah,
right?
but you still need money to buy DIY stuff for dates. So that's why for me, I do expect a man to make a little bit more than me. I don't need you to make more like 95 or 100K than me, but if I do need you to make a little bit more than me. Now, I don't think it's realistic for the young ladies that's at an entry level job and then expect to be with someone that's a doctor either. You know what I'm saying?
But that's what they want. They work at Starbucks and they want a guy that's a surgeon. Like, you know, makes sense.
Right.
Right? Because the guy at the dude, let's say she work at Starbucks and right across the street, the dude working at Popeyes, he try to talk to her, oh boy, you working fast food, you work at Popeyes. Like, you work at Popeyes too. I mean, you work at fast food too.
But at the same time, I don't solely blame the young ladies. I blame social media. Like, social media has created this fantasy world to everyone, even to myself. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
this fantasy world, and then we expect it to be our reality, and that's not the case. Like, we have to be able, and then it's easier to sell those dreams to like a younger. I can't even say younger people because even the older women are getting
but
like
the list
like
got
that.
you thinking, get people thinking. So I'm saying, what about the whole 50-50 thing then? Because that keep coming up. So what do you feel about that? Because it's like you got people saying 50-50, saying that women want equality and want to be equal to men now, and they was like, well, 50-50 is good now. It's like, and then women like, well, if we do 50-50, I ain't gotta respect him, he ain't my man. But I'm looking like, I don't know. I feel like if a man doing 50 or he doing 100 or he doing 95, he's still doing something. Some men he could be doing 0. That's how I feel like. I feel like 0. You got either what's better, 0, 50. He doing 50 or he doing 0.
I feel like 50 is better than 0 for sure. But I also feel as if it depends on that relationship. Like we brought up the other day, Dwayne Wade and Gabrielle Union. Gabrielle Union originally moved into Dwayne Wade house where I'm pretty sure he paid all the bill, right? Gabrielle Union is also a millionaire. You know what I'm saying? Gabrielle Union did not like the structure that Dwayne Wade had at his home. I think she said that he said, "This is my house," and all he had to do was say it one time, and she was like, "We're going to buy our house," and now they go 50-50 on that. I feel like if they could afford it or whatever the case may be, that's perfectly fine. They both millionaires or whatever the case may be. But once again,
I think everybody can afford it.
yeah. But once again, if you are making $100K a year and your woman is making $50K a year, I don't think that should be a 50-50 relationship. That right there, they're on two different salary stuff. True enough, I think y'all should be splitting the bills or doing the bills however is more comfortable for both of y'all. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like comfortability, I don't feel like you should overstimulate a man only because he's the man of the household. Because how can a woman be okay with your man paying all the bills and then he broke as hell and suffering and trying to figure it out?
Right.
A woman should not feel comfortable doing that to a man. But if you're at a home where that man could afford to pay the rent or pay the mortgage, and he also could afford his lifestyle and his bills comfortably, that's what should happen in your relationship, in my opinion.
So question though, baby, because everybody on social media, and I haven't got an answer yet, what do they, when they say 50-50, are they talking about 50-50 on light bill or 50-50 on like rent and mortgage? Because they're not talking about like, cause women keep saying, I want my man to pay all my bills, or pay all 100% of the bills. If they talking about their own personal bills, the man personal bills, and the household bills, that's what they mean by 100%.
I think it goes back to.
Or he just means she let's say a woman pay all her own bills. That means she pay her own car note, right? And the man pay his own car note. But when it comes to the actual rent of the house, he pay the rent or he pay the mortgage and the light bill. And that's still 100%. But I think are women talking about that, or let's say he pay half and she pay half, that's 50-50 on the rent. Or they talking about a man got to pay 100% of everything. He got to pay all his own personal bills, her own personal bills, like her car note, her phone bill and all that, and put gas, like everything, and do his car and pay all the rent. What do they mean by they want a man 100%? What is that? I'm confused.
Okay, so I guess it depends, because I have heard multiple things. I have heard of a man, and I haven't experienced this, but I have heard of a man that pays all the phone bills and pays all the bills of a woman that he feel like his woman needs. So that will be, he need to be in contact with her, the phone. He need her to have her ride, so the car. And that's all I can really think about right now. So
the car insurance, he pay for that.
Car insurance. And then I don't know, like,
what if she got student loan debt? He pay for that too?
Well, that goes to her. Like,
but you said pay all her bills. That's her bills.
But listen, I didn't say all the bills. I said all the necessities that he needs his woman to have. So he needs his woman to have a phone and a car, and then make sure she eat or something, right? So I have heard, and then probably not paying her car note, but making sure the car is washed, got an oil change, and the car insurance.
We ain't talking about
stuff.
that.
But I'm just bringing that up. So that could be that. Then I have heard people say, well, paying all the bills means the bills that is under y'all too. So mainly just the household and the car and the phone or whatever. Because that's something that, and then most of the time, car insurance, car note, if they buy it all together, that all falls under that household.
So basically, you don't got no answer either.
I feel like
there's no answer. So that means it's no. So that when you talk about a myth, that's a myth. That it's when women say, when you hear women say 50-50, I don't think that she talking about paying all her bills, paying half it. No, they talking about rent. They talking about the big bill. They talking about household bills.
Yeah,
women don't want to pay 50-50 on that. Like if mortgage is $1,500, the man supposed to pay the whole $1,500 of rent. That's what they talking about, or mortgage, right? A woman saying we don't want to go 50-50, like, well, I pay my half, you pay your half of the rent or the mortgage, boom, that's it. And then they talking about her personal bill, she still pay that, he pay that. If that's what you talking about, okay, I agree with that. I feel like a man should pay either the whole mortgage or the rent, or the whole thing, or damn near all of it. But if you talking about a man should be able to pay I'm talking about all her bills, talking about she ain't gotta pay nothing. She just go to work, everything, like all that. I don't believe that's not realistic. No man is doing that.
Yeah, I think that's
not real. Only millionaires, like, cause think about it. You mean to tell me you a grown up, I'm a grown up. I wake up every day like you do, but I gotta pay everything. What you doing? That don't make. I
think it have to do. I honestly think it have to do with everybody runs their household differently, or whatnot. I have heard, like I said, where a man pays for the woman everything. What happened? It's in that box. Yeah, all your charger stuff should be in that box, unless it's, I don't know, iPhone funny. So give me a second. What I was saying, I feel like every household is different, but yeah, I forgot what I was saying.
No, cause what you said, cause when you start off, you said I ain't never had this done before. Cause you said like a man pay everything of yours. Cause you had you made sure you said that on camera. Cause now I'm ready now. No, I'm
see, that's why I don't like having these conversations. I have kept us completely out of it and being completely neutral.
No, but you did say it though.
No, because I'm trying to come up with like conversation I have heard and stuff like that. So,
cause I never met a man that did all that. Like, so I feel like if you're a millionaire, you could do all of that. But it's like pay all, cause women.
Cause what is all?
Cause like you said, that list, babe. A lot of shit is like you said, it's not realistic. So it's really women out there saying, I want to get with a man that's gonna pay everything. That means he paying all his bills, all her bills, paying all the household. He 100%, babe. That means she wake up, he pay, and then still pay for everything for her. This is what women want, babe. This is the perfect man. What happened? This is what I'm talking about.
11 more minutes.
All right, this is what women want. It's real quick. This is when the women say they want a man to pay 100%. They talking about his personal bills, right? Her personal bills, the household bills, and then still be able to buy all the groceries, everything, right? Then still be able to take her out on dates and pay for everything. Get her nail, hair done, still take her expensive trips and buy everything she wants. That's like a woman just feel like she just wake up out the bed and being pampered. That's what women talking about, like being a princess, a queen.
But there's men that believe that's how a woman should be treated. So it's like,
but what type of men doing that?
I don't know.
Rich
but that's
millionaires.
But that's what I'm saying. No, but there's men that's like because I have heard like Southern men like from Texas, or I think it had to do with how you was raised, because like even somebody that I follow, like that's how she got her own money and everything, or whatever the case may be. I'm pretty sure, I don't know what's her living dynamic, I don't know, but her man was raised like that. She was raised like that. That's why I say I personally, I wasn't raised around men that have that mentality. I haven't seen that myself. I don't know. That's like out of something that like just like how the fuck that happened? She just wanna, like, because you wasn't raised that way. Like
what
there's
do
men.
For a living?
I don't know. No,
I'm like, no, cause we gotta stop the fake narratives. Like there's money behind that.
But my thing is, there's people that was actually raised that way, to treat they women that way, and the woman was raised. How much
money they got?
I don't know.
Cause you can't be raised like that if you're
But my
poor.
thing is, yes, you can.
No,
because
you
keep in
can't.
mind, if everything is under that man, if they get in cars that they can afford. They don't have to have Lexus, Mercedes. If they get in the whoop-de-whoop that they can afford, they have the
now we moving the goalposts again.
No,
that's not fair.
No, my thing is,
because that's the case. All men can do that. It's like
that's what I'm saying.
So you saying
you could do
pay
it
for everything, right?
Means.
And then stay up. Then I could do that tomorrow. Then all right, I'll pay. But then everybody have a $200 cash car. I pay like that's that. If everybody can stay above their means.
But if that is how you was raised, you gonna make sure that your household is ran that way, but at your budget. You don't have to be a millionaire. You could do however you was raised, or however you believe your household should be ran at your budget. That's why I keep saying it depends on that household.
No, I agree with you.
You can't say.
But we talking about now. I agree with you saying, but I'm saying now we got to. That's reality. Now we got to put it in this reality. Women not talking about a nigga who making $40,000 a year making and living off of him. She talking about the nigga that's making 400K, 400 million K. They not, women don't want the man that's a garbage man making, let's say, 65, and all right, I'm gonna pay all the bills. I mean, every average man would love that. Okay, I make 65K a year. We gonna live under this right here. Every man would do that. Women don't want to live like that.
You would be surprised. Women would be comfortable with whatever that man have given her if that's what he's doing it under, the 65. Like, my thing is, this is my thing. You can't say it's impossible if that is not your reality. Like I said, I have heard, that's why I keep saying, I wasn't raised like that. Like, my dad, I take that back. My dad did do everything around the house, but it was under his budget. There was one car. They shared one car. They lived in the projects.
See,
but my auntie did not work. My auntie got her hair done, had nice clothes when it was budgeting, when my dad had the time and stuff like that. He paid for everything. He paid for the bills. He paid for the car. When we had 2 cars, he had it. My auntie probably had to work. I probably seen my auntie work one time growing up. My stepmom growing up. He did what he had to do, but it was under the budget.
And
then my thing, huh?
We gotta put in what year, and we gotta put in what type of money.
This is what I'm saying. My thing is that lifestyle, or whatever the case may be, is possible. You don't have to be a millionaire. You just have to do it under your budget. And true, nowadays women are not realistic. They want men that have all these money, or whatever the case may be, and typically those are the women that are not able to find someone because they're reaching for the stars, and in reality that is not what people are making out here.
Right.
Not that easily, you know. So yeah, I get both point of view.
It's on budget, because it's like when you hear women say pay for everything, they talking about, oh, you wasn't raised like that. Every man, like, it's in a man's nature to want to be able to have power. So a man know, if I do this, I know I'm gonna have power. Every man wants to pay everything, but sometimes his financial, he has a financial limit where he can't pay for everything, and that's when women start being like, oh, you know, you can't do this, or you're not successful, or you're not this and that. That's what I'm talking about, because men, mostly every man wants to be that breadwinner, right? And I would tell any man, you can't be with no woman that makes more than you, and you can't be with no woman that's like out hustle you. You have to show that, because at least as a man, because you do, a woman gonna look down on you or talk down on you. That's it. I don't know. Yeah. I just feel like, I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know. Cause the more money I make, I like that. Cause like, think about it. Because I pay the car, I pay the light bill and the mortgage, like the household bill. But then I pay my own personal bills. You pay your own personal bills. So for me to say 100%, that means I would have to just pick up paying your bills, and then I'll be 100%. What does that mean? 100% paying for everything? Like, but how is that showing your woman? Like, what can, like, how was, we both adults, so what that woman doing? Like, is she saving money? Like, if I did that, like, what that mean was you save for a whole 2-3 years, just saving all your money, and then when it's time to buy a house, we use that money. Oh, if I feel like if I would do, there got to be a plan behind that, not just doing it just because so she can wake up and feel like she ain't got to do nothing. I don't know. I feel like we both grown people, got to work. A lot of women don't like to work. Like, grandmama was working, like granddaddy was working. This generation, the men don't want to work and the women don't want to work. Everybody just want to just be lazy, and it's like, and messing up relationships too.
Yeah, I could disagree with that, because I feel as if all the women that I know in my circle, we all hard workers. We work, clock in at a job, we work with our children, we work with our husband, we work on ourselves. So I could disagree. I'm always tired. You guys know that I'm always tired. I'm always doing something. This morning I woke up ripping and running. I don't think we're lazy.
I ain't say you.
I don't think the women that's my age are lazy. We might not be like grandma or whatever the case may be, cooking, folding clothes, ironing and shit like that every fucking 5 minutes no more. But we out here hustling. We out here making, you know, trying to get a bag, trying to advance in our life or whatever the case may be. Now, I do understand where you saying, you know, if a man pays solely everything, what is that woman's responsibility? And I agree, like, and that goes back to depending on that household. If in that household the woman is like, The man is like, okay, babe, I'll pay this or whatever, but if I fall off or if I have to take some time off from work, you should be able to hold it down because you should have a savings. Or in a couple of years, we're going to buy a house, you should be able to put the down payment because you should
Right.
have a savings. So I agree. If a man doing that solely, there should be a purpose behind it. What is that woman doing with her?
And I'm
with
all
her
for that.
bills
If you got a
or
goal, I'm all
whatnot?
for that.
Or like, okay, if I pay the bills, the clothing of the kids, the housekeeping and all that shit should fall on you. I agree. There should be a schedule. There should be something along that line for that household. But that goes back to that household, that communication, that structure, that plan have to be made in that household. And I also feel like that goes back to that conversation right there goes back to like you have to have that conversation with men, with OG men that used to do that, that have done that, where y'all could communicate and talk about, okay, when you paid for your woman's stuff, what did she do with that money or whatever?
Right.
Because me personally, I can't answer that. I don't know what it is. What is the golden rule of that or whatever? Now, if we have a conversation, we come up with a plan, I could say, okay, that's our plan and our household.
Right, that's our plan.
But we don't know what's the golden rule out there on that structure, because I personally, like I said, I grew up seeing my dad paying for everything, but my stepmom didn't have a job, so there wasn't no savings for her to do because she
Right.
relied 100% on my dad. So there wasn't nothing for her to save. You know what I'm saying? She was the household person. She was a housewife. So
So if he dies, it's a wrap.
right. So for the most part, there wasn't no money for that wife to save because she wasn't working. You know what I'm saying? She wasn't working. She was doing what she was doing, you know, with the kids or whatever. She waited for the husband to give her allowance to go shopping for her and the kids and stuff like that. So I don't know. We would have to come up with that golden rule.
So
or
last
speak to
question
other
before we go,
women.
for you. You can ask me the same thing. So what would you
We got
label
2
yourself?
minutes.
What would you label yourself? Are you a traditional woman or a modern woman?
I'm a modern woman. I'm a modern wife. My husband, he pays the big bills. I get the little stuff, or whatever the case may be. But I also have the ability to like shop and go out with my girls and stuff like that, because that's what I like to do.
So you got freedom.
And he give me that flexibility. So I like how stuff is in my household.
So that's question 1, right? Part 2. I should be what's it called? Part 2. For third. So what is the percentage you believe in your marriage? Now they say 50-50. What's your percentage you feel with you and your husband?
Me and my husband, I would say 60-40. I would say 60-40 because
60-40. I know that man.
because my kids, keep in mind, I don't know if kids is included, but my kids expensive, y'all. Like, they spoiled. They get what they want. And even though I might not pay the mortgage, our mortgage is not big. You know what I'm saying? Me personally, I like making it comfortable for my spouse.
There
So,
you go shooting shots.
I'm not shooting shots.
It ain't no
It
60-40. It's more like 70-30. It's not no 60. Because 60-40 is too close to 50-50.
So don't ask me and you go answer for me.
No, 'cause
but
50-50
my thing is,
60-40,
I make
alright.
it comfortable for my husband. I make it
That's what you're
comfortable
supposed to
for
do.
my husband.
Now you get
So-
mad. Now I shouldn't ask them questions.
So he's comfortable, okay? Where I can be comfortable too, and where everybody
No,
else
but I
can
pay
be
the
comfortable.
big bill. I pay the mortgage and the light bill.
We got that.
So how the hell is that
established.
60 and 40?
So I make it really comfortable.
And the
for him.
groceries.
I still been plotting on the low, scheming on the low.